I like to do what I want to do when I want to do it, right? Hey, gorgeous. Hey. Today we are talking about managing your time so that you can literally have it all, even while your husband is traveling. So, for me personally, my husband has to travel, I don't know, maybe 2 times a year. Since COVID, he has not had to travel as much as he used to. And what was quite interesting was when he traveled more, my children were younger. More so specifically, I only had one instead of two. So, here are a couple of tips and tricks that I have come to adopt and love that have allowed me to have the fullness of life while also honoring myself and my values, which are family and also freedom. Let's go. If you have a spouse, a husband who travels for work, it is the utmost importance that you pour into yourself and make sure that you feel good about whatever it is that is going on within and without you, internally and externally. So, one of the things that I absolutely love to do, especially when he comes back, is to schedule an appointment that is specifically for me. And this isn't like a maintenance appointment, this is an appointment that I don't necessarily have frequently. So for me, I like to go to the spa or I will go and get a massage or something like that. This is something that I don't need to maintain, such as my hair or my nails or getting waxed. This is something that I just simply enjoy. It fills my cup, but I don't need it to fill my cup, right? Another key point is to schedule your day. Now, if you have help, external help, like a nanny or a mommy's helper or something like that, that'll definitely help you. If you do not have external help, you don't have family close by or anything like that, it is of the utmost importance that you schedule things according to when you need them to happen. So for me, I am an entrepreneur, I am a homeschooling mom, I am a wife, so I'm still making sure I have calls with my husband while he's away. And I'm also very active in my sorority. So within that, I let people know this is what's happening and these are the times that I'm available. If it is outside of this time, especially during this week or two, I will not be there. I will not be available because I have to be with my children. I have to be with my family, right? And this can even go when he's not traveling, just to have those boundaries, those solid boundaries, and to allow yourself to marinate in your standards and in your values. Like I said, mine is family as well as freedom. I like to do what I want to do when I want to do it, right? And so, one of the schedules that I absolutely love to have, specifically when he's gone, it's a little different than when he's here. When he is here, he takes care of the bedtime routine, making sure they're bathed at night. After dinner, I'm cleaning the kitchen, I'm getting everything ready for the next day. However, when he is not here, I take on those tasks as well as managing the kitchen and things like that. So, one of the things that I absolutely love to do is for them to have bath time at 4:30. Yeah, 4:30. Because when he's here, my unwind time starts at 3. And that's for me by myself. Like me making sure that I get my own skincare routines and my bedtime routine and just everything together. And then I'm able to work a little bit and then spend time with them once I get dinner ready and things like that. So because he is not here, I am still having that unwind time for myself at 3. Now, depending on meetings, I may keep my makeup on. I may do things a little differently. But regardless, when he's not here, their unwind time starts at 4:30, right? And so we will have dinner anywhere between 5:30 and 6:30. Typically when he's here, we have dinner at 6:30 or 7. So everything is a little bit earlier because for me, I like to be able to read them 3 books. My son is now on chapter books. I want to be able to read a full chapter with him and then a book that my daughter chooses. And if we have time, a book that I choose. And so it is an extended period of time before they actually lay down. We are unwinding all the way in a very projector human design type of way. We are fully unwinding, and that's how I like to do bedtime. So in that, they are in bed by 8:30. This allows me to have my me time. because when my husband is away, he's on a different time zone. So it's like, okay, I still get to have my me time. However, my us time, our us time, is a lot different because he's traveling. Now, if you didn't know, my husband and I had a long distance relationship for a few months. And it just brings up those feelings of kind of like newness, of like we're newly dating and things like that. And so it's kind of nostalgic when I do get to FaceTime him. Even if he's here and I'm FaceTiming him, it is very nostalgic. Talk about Skype, bring me back. Um, but after I have my me time, I get to have our us time with him, and it may be 10:30 p.m. my time by that time. And so we may speak for, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes or so, or I might fall asleep on the phone. But I have allowed myself to have enough time with the children. I've allowed myself enough time to be with me and to pour into me and have that freedom of time to do nothing or whatever it is that I have planned for that day, including working on my entrepreneurial endeavors. And then I get to spend time with him. And having a solid routine has truly helped me be able to make things predictable for them, for my children, so they know what's coming next. It helps me stay on track and on task, and it allows me to have time chunks to do this, time chunks to do that, where I can fully immerse myself into things. Because I will tell you, I am not a multitasking mom. I am in no rush to get anything done. However, me knowing myself, I know that if I don't write it down, it's not getting done. If I don't do it when I think of it, if I don't write it down, it's not getting done. So a rule of thumb for me is if I can get it done in 5 minutes, let me go ahead and do that because this is a part of my life, including cleaning and making sure everything looks good and presentable to myself. Let me just go ahead and get that done because there is no lines or compartmentalization when it comes to working at home with my children, homeschooling. Because regardless, my children are always learning. Regardless, I am always being who I am and exuding the energy that I need to attract the clients that I want. Regardless, I am in my feminine energy when my husband, especially I'm in my yin feminine energy when my husband is around and in that receiver energy, right? And when he is away, I'm more into my yang of like, let's get some stuff done. Let's get it done. Let's get active. And the beautiful part is, like I said, when he comes back, I usually have an appointment or something for me to like unwind, to melt away all of that let's get it done energy. And I rest. I typically allow myself to have 3 days to recoup, to not necessarily recover, but to nourish myself in a way energetically that I was not fully able to do with the time that I had while he was away. So if you have the ability and the power to have people that you know, like, and trust to be within your home to help you clean, do it. If you have the ability and the power to have people who you know, like, and trust to help you with your children, do it. I believe that that is very, very important to have a system, a community, someone, even if you hire them, to be able to help you, especially at this time. But one thing that I have found is a lot of other women who are mothers and wives understand. They completely understand. And my best advice that I could ever give any woman, and this is advice, the advice that my midwife gave me, is to give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. There is no medal to the woman who is burnt out, but there is a medal of acknowledgement, love, appreciation for the woman who nourishes herself because she is able to fully nourish those who she is raising. I hope you find this to be helpful. I love you. Happy Tuesday.